Hey, I'm good, big boss. What's going on? I've been better. I've got some gambling problems. I lost a rather enormous bet.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
This is another one of those dumb or dumber choices. That way's dumb. That way's dumber. This is the more difficult alt. What do I do? Do I try it? Can always turn around and go the other way. Right? The weather is getting weird. First of all, it's gotten cold, and I've been too lazy to put something on, and I think that's partly because I've been slowly climbing into elevation. I'm pretty sure I'm over 8,000 feet now, but also the sky is it's very threatening, and I felt a couple of drops. Probably should gear up before something happens. But hello, cows. Didn't I thought I said before that I was gonna skip this. Didn't I? Or did I just think that? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, dude. Uh-oh. Where there's one, there's more than one. Cool looking dudes. Burr. How awesome would it be if I made it before the rain? The problem with the more difficult alts too is usually they look shorter on the map, so that kind of lures you in for some reason, but then they always take twice as long. Ooh, this is a hot area for... Where's the rest of you? Where's the rest of you? This is a high traffic zone. Here's where it's gonna get weird. Yeah. Dudes, I'm not doing it. Can you see that? Sorry, I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood for that. Nope. I don't care. I don't care what you say. You're not my dad. You're not my dad. No, that looked gnarly. Sorry, dudes. Sorry. But it's getting weird. It's getting weird out. And I don't want to be caught in the rain on something that is beyond my skill level. So, there you go. And I don't know if that's the place I'm thinking of. Bear Wallow Fire Tower, I think, is what's up there, and I think that's the gnarly one that I remember from the video a million years ago, but I'm not sure. So now my only problem is death by elk. Oh, that looked gnarly. Not into it. Not into it. I'm feeling drops. Oh, I'm just stupid. Why don't I just pull over and put the stuff on? I'll tell you why, really. It's because you make yourself believe that maybe you could outrun it and not have to go through the trouble, which is stupid. Yeah, it's looking weird out here, dudes. Does the light look weird on the camera? Can you see it? It's very strange. Ominous. Oh, dudes. Dudes. I am toasty warm now. Thank you. All good, thank you.
We're going to slow down and let him go. You may be tougher than we are.
Oh, the truck?
Out that way?
Yeah.
So are we. I just don't want to eat all that stuff.
I know. Okay, thank you. Yeah, a truck with like a dumpster on it just went by. It's just throwing up the dirty. Oh, I am so toasty warm right now. That puffy is like magical. All right, so let's see if you're oh my god, stop pointing things out, idiot, on this loose gravel. Okay. But if you look at that, don't pay attention to it because it means nothing. I think I talked about this the other day, but sometimes I put in the destination, number one, so if I have to do a detour, maybe that'll help me do that. And also, eventually it catches up and understands what I'm doing, and it'll give me a proper ETA. I don't believe that's happened yet because it's trying to get me to make a U-turn. Oh, maybe it is. So I might get there at 3:30. And I know that sounds early yesterday too, but I'm still doing 8 and 9 hours of riding just because I start so early. Like if I get there at 3:30, that'll be 9 hours today, which that's respectable. I mean, I'm trying to remember what I did on the Tat. I mean, I think it was between 8 and maybe 12 was the longest day. Probably averaged around 10. I don't know, I was in a mode on that where I just wanted to keep riding for as long as possible. And I'm trying not to be in that mode. It's not a bad mode, I guess. It's just I want to kick back a little more. Not to mention the fact that if I keep going, then I got to figure out what I'm doing, which, as you know, is not my favorite thing in the world. So see that straight line between the horseshoe? That's the difficult way, and it makes you think it's going to be so much faster, and that's a big fat lie. All those baby heads just lying there waiting to destroy me. I don't think so, Bear Wallow. I don't think so. I'm sure it's cool up there. I don't think I'll ever know. So I saw some pictures from on the Tat page, Facebook page last night, of Sam and Homer and all their friends, Big Dog, and all their people after their ride. I guess they go out and come back, like they go out, do a cool ride, and then end up in the same spot. And they were kind of partying a little bit at Homer's place, which is such a cool place for that kind of thing. That place, I don't know if I showed any on this series, but I'll if I haven't already, probably have, but I'll post a video about Homer's place, and man, it's gigantic. I'm so jealous. It's really awesome. And for some reason, the floor is really impressive and nice. Here's the dust from that truck. Hello? Hello? Hey kid, how you doing? Hey, I'm good, big boss. What's going on? Things are okay, I guess. I mean, I've been better. Let me tell you. What's going on? I'm having a few. I've got some gambling problems. I lost a rather enormous bet last week. And, I'm not sure how I'm going to recover from this one. I put everything down on this. And, I think the business is in jeopardy. Don't worry, you'll still get your 20%. I'm not gonna skim. It's just that, I'm in a bit of a financial bind. Dude, I'm sorry about that. That's, what was the bet? A few months ago, I called my bookie. I put down a bet, and the bet was that Liz Phair and Ass would get married in the end. I was positive. I thought it was a sure thing. They were such a cute couple. And I just heard, the prenup thing and whatever, and they're not getting married. So I lost an enormous amount of money. Big boss, that's number one. That's a crazy thing to bet on. I didn't know you could even bet on stuff like that. Kid, you can bet on anything these days. Well, for instance, let me tell you, I did. I had the opposite luck just today. A couple days ago, actually. I won $5,000. Well, what was that bet? Okay, so I bet the bet was if Liz Phair and Ass ever become a thruple, who would the third person be? And that was the bet. You could pick anyone, and I gotta say, I nailed it. I picked Danny Devito. Obviously, who else are you gonna pick for that role? And I came up a winner. Unfortunately, I bet a lot more than $5,000 on the wedding happening. So it doesn't quite even out. So that's where I'm at. I'm in the hole. But I'm just mentioning that to say that, you know, sometimes gambling, sometimes you win. And it's a gamble. I don't know if you knew that about gambling, but gambling's a gamble. So you take the good, you take the bad. And I'm glad to have the $5,000. It helps a little. But I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. Big boss. That's a pretty. You're betting on very strange things. Are all your bets like that? Yeah, they're all pretty much like that. Usually they have to do with Ass and Liz Phair and Danny DeVito. Most of my bets are based in that sort of circle of, you know. That's I like to. The thing is, you should bet on what you know. It's like writing. And I don't know if you knew this, but I'm somewhat of a scholar on Danny DeVito, Liz Phair, and Ass. So that's where I concentrate. That's where I focus my gambling skills. Wow. Well, dude, I am really sorry that that you're in the hole so much. How much are you in the hole? Do you want to tell me? No, I don't want to tell you. Like I said, it's not going to affect your 20%. Don't you worry about that. We got that all taken care of. But, you know, I may be sending you your 20% from Argentina. Well, big boss, you know, if there's anything I can do other than lend you the money, just let me know. I'm happy to help any way I can, except for lending you the money. Kid, listen, I'm the big boss. I'll figure it out. You're the kid. Let's keep our relationship in check. Let's keep our roles solid. And, you know, I'll figure it out. And if I don't, well, you know, whatever. I got a container full of cyanide pills. Container full of cyanide pills from your business, and if things go south, whatever. Either I go south to Argentina, or I go out to the container and I take a handful. Well, big boss, I hope you don't do that. And I don't know what else to say, man. Sorry you're in a rough spot, but you'll be okay. You're a go-getter. I mean, you've always come out on top before. I'm not worried about you, man. Hey, thanks, kid. I appreciate the vote of confidence, and I'm gonna make you proud. Even though I'm the big boss and you're the kid, and we shouldn't have any role reversals about that, I'm gonna make you proud. So, all right, I gotta go. My bookie's on the phone, and I gotta go deal with some stuff. All right, big boss. Catch you later. When's the last time we heard from Big Boss? Might have been the East Coast BDRs. Some strange bets that guy's into. I didn't know he had a gambling problem. Maybe it wasn't a problem until he lost all his money. Hard to say. I was convinced back there that there was like 8 bears laying in the grass, but they were cows. So, there you go. The rain is holding off, but it's coming. It's coming. You know what the worst thing about this camping thing is? Why is it still bothering me? Why does it bother me at all? So dumb. But what bothers me the most is, before I left, I was like, my wife's like, well, so what are you going to be doing? And what do you got planned? I'm like, well, it's probably going to be mostly camping because it's pretty remote, and I don't know if there's lots of places to stay, and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And now every night I text her or call her from a motel. And she does not care about money at all. So, like, that's not really the issue. It's just, I said I was doing something and I'm not doing it. And that's a tough pill to swallow. But whatever. I'm gonna write down all the things because I did think of some things I don't need. The saw. I knew I didn't need it. I brought it anyway. Oh, I'm gonna be in campgrounds a lot this time, so we'll probably need that saw. No. So stupid. So that never again. Listen to me, future Ange. Write this down on a big piece of paper in red marker. No saw, ever. Okay, the food. I don't know how long I've been on this trail. Not that long, really. I have not used the food once. Unnecessary. I have not made coffee once in the morning. I just, I don't know. I liked it on the Tat, but since then, it's kind of like get up and go. Maybe get a cup of coffee at the gas station when you fuel up. Maybe not. Usually not. So, coffee setup. No, I don't need it. I always bring a poo shovel. This is from my backpacking phase, and I got into the leave no trace and like don't just shit in the woods, bury it, and the toilet paper, make sure it's all gone. But I'm shit in the woods. There's always a gas station. I mean, maybe in an emergency, it might be good to bring some toilet paper just in case. But no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I've never brought a pillow before, but I have this little pillow that I really like. It's my pillow at home, and I brought it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I can use the bag that the sleeping bag comes in. It's like a canvas bag. That's all I need. All I need is a slip of paper as a pillow. That's good. I don't need it. It takes up the room, but I don't need it. What else? What else? My big stabby knife? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's good to have around, but I don't think I need it. I don't need it. I need one little jackknife. That's all I need. Which I have too. No, I don't need both of them. The hat that I wrap my stuff in. I've never worn that hat ever. Ever. I don't think. I wore it on the TMB, but never on a motorcycle trip. It's gotta go. Unnecessary. And then, now that I know you can charge the laptop with a battery, and I don't need 110 power, that thing does not need to be here. That could go. What else? What else? I don't know. That might be it. The laptop, I mean, I don't think I can live without a laptop. I wish I could. Other people are so good at doing everything on their phone, but transferring footage, I don't see how you do that on your phone. And Johnny Pat bought some little device that I don't know what it is, but you just plug the cards in and it sucks them out. But I don't see how you can trust that. Like, if I can't visually see that it's happened, how do I know it happened? I don't know. I don't think he ever even tried it, but I wonder if he still has that thing. But also, typing on the phone, if I do want to do a ride report, which I do, it's just, I hate it on the phone. I did it on the TMB, and it was fine, but those were, you know, very short little dispatches. It's really beautiful down here, by the way. Don't think I'm not noticing it, because I am. And, yeah, I don't know what else I could lose. I do have a bunch of spare stuff. It doesn't take up that much room. And I do believe everything that I have I could need. Like the mod for the GoPro. Thank God I had that, or else I'd just be spinning. And hopefully this one lasts. And then some lenses and just little tiny things. Where's that fire tower? I think it's up there, maybe. That's where I didn't go. Yeah, I gotta watch that Around the World Paul video again when I get home and try to copy some of what he's done. I know I can't afford that 10, but I don't know. I mean, how much of this do I do? Not a ton, so I don't think it's a big deal. I don't have to have the ideal setup. I just need the best I can get. That's what I'm saying. Alright, if the Zumo's at all correct, I'll be there at 3:11, so that's in about 45 minutes. The dusty truck pulled off, so that's good. And it's really nice back here. I guess I'm still in Gila National Forest, I think. And I have no idea what this area is called, but it's cool. We went through a couple of weird sections today. There was that section with the green hills and the sort of puffy ball-shaped trees. That was pretty cool. And then that burned out area with just the tree trunk sticking up. That was a little weird too. And then this is full Snow White action. I was trying to get a glimpse down there. I think there's a waterfall. It's really cool. Little canyon. Dudes, other than that, like getting to Chloride Canyon and then that, I don't know, half hour worth of nice paved road, curvy road. I mean, that was it. I've been in the dirt pretty much all freaking day. Of course, not counting the slab from Carrizo, whatever it is, to Truth or Consequences. And Truth or Consequences, did we talk about that? The name of that town? I thought it was going to be a cooler little, like, I don't know. When you hear the name of it, for some reason I was thinking like cool western town. I don't know why, because the name has nothing to do with Western, but I'm sure most of you know this, but some game show from the 50s or something like that. Future Inch will give you the real deal, but they either had a contest or they gave away money if you would name your town after the game show, which was called Truth or Consequences. And they said, why not? I don't know what it was called before. And here comes the rain. So I'm gonna have to pull over, put Mr. GoPro somewhere, because I can't have this mod crap out. So I will see you later, probably in Reserve. Okay, dudes, I made it to Reserve. I got this sweet motel room. It's really nice. And I took a shower. I rode in the rain for about the last hour or so, 45 minutes. But it wasn't too bad. And, dudes, I was in the woods all freaking day today. It was, well, to Truth or Consequence. And then was on the dirt soon after that. And then there were some pavement to get to Chloride Canyon. And then woods forever. And then that little piece of curvy road in the Gila National Forest. And then forest for like the rest of the day. Crazy. It's amazing in this country how you can stay on forest roads and go somewhere for that long. It's pretty nuts. Anyway, nothing bad happened, and I'm thankful for that. I just talked to Homer on the phone. He's going to totally hook me up. So hopefully that all works, and I'll have a tire in a couple of days. And it's going to be really fun putting that on, but I'm going to do it with a smile on my face and a curse word on my lips. That's about it, man. I'm going to get organized, get my stuff charged, get the footage downloaded, and probably go to bed pretty early. There is a wild, I walked in there, it's a bar like a block from here. I forget what it's called, but it's like, it's out of 1926 or something. There were cowboys sitting at the bar. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I might go check that out. I might have to, but you know, and they have some food down there, so I'm gonna go get a snack. And have I eaten today? No, I haven't eaten today at all. No coffee, no nothing. And these trips are good for me. I can tell I'm losing weight because the pants are getting easier to button. So maybe I should go on these trips more. All right, dudes, I'll see you tomorrow.
Actually, when you phrase it that way, it was actually really nice. But I like it. I'm not like, I just have to, like, if I'm going to lose weight, I just have to.
Okay, dudes, I walked into Bill's bar to check it out, number one. When I first rolled into town, I got gas, and then I just walked in there, and there were these two cowboys at the bar. It's just classic. This old bar, like, you don't see this anymore. I'm in Reserve, by the way. So I went to the motel, got my shit together, did all my stuff, went down there to get some chicken wings, because I'm no longer a vegan, and chicken wings are good. And hanging out, first talked to this fire worker dude. They're all over the place down here. There's fires going on. Hopefully I don't hit any of them. But anyway, very interesting. And I kind of learned what they do and all that stuff, which was cool. I totally had fun talking to him. And then the bartender, dudes, he's like the town historian. This place is like from the 1800s, this bar. I mean, the stories this guy had. I asked him if he would just do a little interview, let me film him, because it was so fascinating. But I can't remember any of it. But the point is, he was like, this is the only bar like this within 100 miles. Like, this place is, it's out there, dudes. And it's like, it's got so much history And it's insane. This dude was so interesting. I wish he would have just gotten on camera, but he wasn't into it. So what can you do? He just moved here because he thinks it's cool. And this is just me. I think he's more into this place than the people who live here, because they live here. So they take it for granted. And he's just like fascinated by this place. And it's fascinating. Anyway, Reserve, New Mexico. Look it up. All right, I'm going to bed. Good night. Hey, please like this video if you liked this video. And if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.